What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relay reverse rants. No hate. Okay, y'all. So this is something that I'm pretty sure most boxing fans are sick of. Casuals don't care. So in this video, you know, it's funny how people are being referred to as an email champion, right? Certain fighters, anyway. Some get a pass and get praised, while others get ridiculed for it. Now, particularly Devin Haney, was pretty much being called an email champion. But again, nobody wants to tell the truth in the story of how he became an email champion. Yet, Tim Tszyu gets praised, but he's an email champion, right? Tank Davis, email champion. But again, different fighters' fan bases are going to be biased and take their sides when they're the ones throwing shots at someone else, because now all of a sudden, here's your favorite fighter accepting the belt through email, like the other guy that you consider the ops, that you ridicule, but basically now, but well, he did it. Okay, well, if he did it, he's not supposed to do it. He's supposed to move different. That's the only way you can talk your shit, for one, and not be a hypocrite. But you talk your shit and you accept the belt. You're the one that said belts don't mean anything, right? I don't even want the belts. I don't care. Those belts don't put food on my table. Okay. Now, what does it really matter anyway when you look at what's happening? Now, let's look at 135 and 140. Look at the mess that's going on right here. Okay. No, Shakur Stevenson didn't look good at all in his last fight. But he's at 135. Now, for Tank to say, well, Shakur has to go out, have another fight or two, and then look good, then people will be interested in the fight again. We know that Tank talked about fighting Isaac Cruz about a year ago in a rematch. I don't see the reason for it. Now, Cruz is a good fighter, but I look at what's necessary. And there's no reason that him and Shakur shouldn't be fighting, to be honest with you. Now, regardless to the outcome, point is, these are fights that need to happen. So pretty much it's like, okay, well, you don't think it's necessary to fight Shakur, but you really think that we would rather see you fight Pitbull Cruz? Nah, I wouldn't. And I know a lot of other people won't either. What it is going to be, what it is going to be. Lomachenko doesn't want to fight Shakur Stevenson. What are these guys doing? You're not retired, you're still fighting, but people are just turning down fights. But now, Lomachenko is rumored that he's fighting George Kambosos. George Kambosos' last fight was against who? Devin Haney. Got his ass whooped twice. I mean, they talked about them fighting when Kambosos had the belts. And Lomachenko was over there in the war. And they talked about making that fight happen. That fight never happened. And so, Devin Haney versus Kambosos happened. And we see the outcome of that. Why would you want to fight Kambosos over Shakur? And Kambosos is no huge star either. I mean, he has the Australians behind him. But at the end of the day, come on, man. Come on. There's no title on the line. And in terms of legacy, I'm just saying, George Kambosos is, he already showed he can't compete with Devin. So, that's the fight that they're supposed to be having. Now, at the same time all this nonsense is going on at 135, Ryan Garcia Ryan Garcia turns around, makes this video calling out Devin Haney and saying he want to give the people what they want. He let the fans pick who his opponent is, and then he want to deliver, right? So if I want to fight you, you should want to fight me and all this, right? Then he turns around and he says he changes his mind. He wants to fight Rolly Romero. Rolly Romero says, "Who the fuck said that me and Ryan is fighting?" So basically, no. Now, all before that, Rolly kept talking about how he, Teofimo, and Ryan are going to dominate, and they're going to wind up fighting at 147. And I mean, he's all of this shit he was saying. And then all of a sudden, Haney responds. Now they want the fight. But what happens? All of a sudden, Ryan backs out. And all these childish people, Floyd got in his ear and told him, "You're not ready for Haney. You should fight Rolly." What? Okay, hold. Let's say that was even true. Ryan's a grown-ass man. He's a grown-ass man. And the fact of the matter is, he sat there and made a video. This wasn't even the behind the scenes, just mere formalities of trying to put. No, this is him calling out Haney, so nobody can question him. And if the fight don't happen, hey, it's not my fault. Y'all heard me call Haney out. What y'all accuse Haney of doing when he roll up on people. Okay. Once Devin Haney calls his bluff, I accept. Let's do it. Now he wants to fight Rolly. Rolly comes up with some nonsense talking about he's retired. You guys kill me holding on to belts, still paying sanctioning fees, but yet you're retired. They waste prime years bullshitting around. Now, Rolly said he has no interest in fighting Barroso, who just knocked out O'Hara Davies in one round. Barroso wants to fight Ryan. Ryan said all this shit, Barroso hits way harder than Tank, and Tank don't want the rematch. And he's talking. So my thing is, well, Rolly, why are you running your mouth? Why are you talking shit? You said you're retired. So if you're retired, why the fuck do you care what Tank wants or don't want? Why would you even fucking be talking shit about you don't want to fight Barroso on the rematch and all that? Why? So who do you want to fight? And if, like I said, if you're retired, why are you wasting all time and energy talking about something that's not going to come into fruition anyway because you're retired, right? Then he's talking about how he's trying to, he's just right now enjoying vacation. Goddamn, how long is your vacation, man? And he's going to work his way back slowly, see how he feels. And all this is bullshit drama. They're all chasing the check, and they don't really want to put the work in. We know between Haney and Romero who the easier fighter is. We know that. So Ryan just playing ping pong with himself. For Rolly to say he doesn't want to rematch Barroso is because he basically knows Barroso was winning that fight, and Tony Weeks bailed him out. So who do you want to actually fight then? And now all of a sudden you're retired. All of the trash he talks. And then I look and I say, well, Teofimo's supposed to be retired too, right? But he's still champion, still holding the title, still paying the sanctioning fee, yet he's retired. So, for me, and remember me making a video asking what kind of impact do you think these guys are going to make at 140 that's coming from 135? And isn't it funny? Now Teofimo came up, he fought Josh Taylor, whooped his ass, and then all of a sudden he's retiring. These guys are too emotional, they get in their feelings, and they act like a bunch of divas. Always complaining about something, always giving themselves excuses to stay out of the ring. Then all you're going to hear is ring rust excuses and bullshit. I wasn't active. I don't want to hear none of that bullshit. It's garbage. So basically, Devin Haney comes up. People pick Regis to win. They wanted Haney to lose. These guys don't want to fight Devin Haney. And trust me, not only did they want him to lose, but if you truly believe that Regis he's too strong, he's too good, and you seen what Haney did to him, trust me, them dudes are like, nah, I don't want to fight that motherfucker. Haney can damn fight. They're talking shit. And the people that's calling out Haney are people who haven't accomplished shit yet. They're hungry and they want their shot. The guys who are the mainstay names, they don't want to fight Haney. So this is the mess that boxing's in right now. So what does it matter? You calling people email champions, right? The guys who won their championships by fighting, they don't want to fight, or you don't want to fight them. It's all this pick and choose. Okay, nah, I want an easy fight. I want to talk shit like I want the best fights, but then all of a sudden when the guy responds, I don't want to fight him anymore. So all this talk about email champions, all this talk about the best fighting the best, it's trash. And when you look at the combined talent at 135 and 140, but all we getting is excuses, drama, and a bunch of tweets going back and forth, a bunch of goofy videos, and then no fight. This is boxing, right? Look, tell me what y'all think. All this wasted talent, fights that could be happening, wasting your prime years, bullshitting. And you know, people brought up the fact that, oh, well, you know, Ryan's going through a divorce, and yeah, I get it, baby born and divorce, same, but yeah. Guess what? That's his personal life. And that has nothing to do with what does that have to do with all the changing of the mind? What does that have to do with him making a video? What, because he's going through a divorce and all like that? What are you saying? He's just losing his mind. He's just saying stuff he don't mean. I don't get into this domestic stuff. If you can't back up what you say, then stop making videos and talking shit and wait till you get your head clear. And then, you know, you understand what I'm saying? Like here you go with these excuses. What does one have to do with the other, man? Okay. Now, I'm going to leave this video at that, and I'm going to hold what I was about to say for another video. But tell me what y'all think about the 135 and 140 division and what's going on right now. And to be honest with you, the only person that seems to be serious about actually making fights happen, trying to fight the best, is Devin Haney. He's the only one. All these other guys are playing games, talking shit, but they're not backing it up, man. They're not calling out and trying to fight the guys that they should want to fight. Now, to Shakur Stevenson's credit, he did call out Lomachenko, and Lomachenko didn't want to fight him. So he did. Now, for all the other guys in the division that's available but don't want to fight, hey, talk to me about these weight classes, y'all, and what's going on and all this email champion talk, but yet the champions that's not email, so-called email champions, where's the action at? All talk. Never fall in love with lies. Remember, the truth brings hate out of people, and I will catch y'all on the next video.